Hi everybody, Honest John here. The coronavirus doesn't have a brain. It's way too small for that. And it doesn't need a brain. It's just a little tiny thing, well actually billions of little tiny things all over the world. And nature designed it to increase and multiply. The common cold is a coronavirus, but when you catch a cold, you get sick in a couple of days. So then you stay home and go to bed and you stop spreading it. But with this particular virus, you can have it for 2 or 3 weeks before you even develop symptoms. Sometimes they're mild, sometimes you recover and never even know that you had the virus. But during that time, every breath you take, you're breathing the virus out. And it's floating around in the air, sometimes landing on the floor or the sidewalk or on a countertop or a handrail. Sometimes it lands on a person's skin. And sometimes they breathe it in and then they've got it. Think about how many breaths you take in 2 or 3 weeks. Every one of them loaded with the virus. And even though it's not as lethal as some illnesses are, it's a little more deadly than what the experts first thought. They thought it would kill about 3% of those infected, but based on the numbers we have now, which admittedly are not all that accurate, it looks like it's killing a much higher percentage than that. And even though it's very dangerous to the elderly and people with pre-existing conditions, for reasons that are not known, it's killing off healthy people in the 30s, 40s, and 50s at an increasing rate, and making children very sick and killing some of them. And we don't know why. But we do know how to prevent the spread of the virus. It's simple, really. Wearing face masks and not getting too close to each other and not gathering in large numbers. When you wear a mask, even if you have the virus, when you breathe out, some of it won't get through the mask. And what does won't travel as far. And if you're not infected, but are in the presence of someone who is, the mask will offer some protection. But since Trump won't wear a mask, neither will his fans and sycophants. And they have been gathering in large numbers to protest. And in the red states, where they're already opening up, they're going to the beaches and hanging out in bars. And we can also control the virus by testing, so that we know where it is and where it isn't, and where it's safe to go rapidly with the opening and where it's better to go slow. But Trump doesn't want testing. Recently he said, every time we test, we find more cases. If we didn't test, we wouldn't have any cases. So even though the coronavirus has no brain, it's a lot smarter than Trump and the entire Republican Party.